Imagine
2:30 show.
It's 2:30 somewhere, and right now it's 2:30 here. I'm going to start off this news segment because our usual anchor, McAllister, is at the doctor. He is sicky wicky, so you guys will have to put up with me. I will be doing the readings today. Starting off first, Marvel Rivals, super successful launch, but they decided they needed to lay people off. So NetEase is a Chinese development studio, and they're the ones responsible for Marvel Rivals, and recently they have made a bunch of layoffs of their Seattle-based development studio. Despite the game's success in attracting over 40 million players since its launch, the cuts are part of a broader wave of job losses, studio closures, and restructuring efforts led by CEO William Ding. Reports suggest that Ding even considered canceling Marvel Rivals before launch to avoid Disney's licensing fees, even though NetEase has denied this claim. These layoffs are not isolated. Over the past year, NetEase has pulled back from multiple overseas studios, including Worlds Untold, Jar of Sparks, and Awaka Studio. I haven't heard of any of these before. The company is also reported to be scaling down its operations in China, with no major game releases expected in 2026. Following Bloomberg's report, GameFile revealed that NetEase may divest from most of its international teams, potentially impacting a dozen studios. I mean, with how Marvel Rivals is doing, they probably don't even need like another major game launch next year if they just, all steam into Marvel Rivals. Japanese studios under NetEase has also been hit hard, with funding and marketing support reportedly being slashed. This raises concerns for fans Like a Dragon, as former Ryuga Gotoku studio head Toshihiro Nagoshi. Projects may struggle under these cutbacks. I just butchered everything I was trying to pronounce. Meanwhile, NetEase's restructuring reflects the broader instability in the game industry, which has seen widespread layoffs and uncertainty over the past few years. It is crazy how many layoffs are happening in the gaming industry right now. And then Mike Man hit us with a very thought-provoking question. He said, "Here's a question for all the Toasty Bros. Outside of PC and gaming content, who's your favorite YouTuber and why?" Jonah said Optimum Tech, which is not outside of PC and gaming content. Matt said LTT, also not outside of PC and gaming tech. Jackson is probably Good Mythical Morning. I would say Video Game Donkey, but he is also into gaming. I only watch gaming and tech, really, nothing else. McAllister is going to put his favorite YouTuber on screen right here. It's probably like Magic the Gathering or something, but, whatever.
Well, this is so not made for me. Magic the Airbender? At MagicCon Chicago, I bet that was a wild party. Wizards Off the Coast announced Avatar: The Last Airbender as the next Universes Beyond crossover set for Magic the Gathering. Okay. Callister, this was for you. Why am I reading this one? It's set to release on November 21st. The set will be a legal standard, continuing the trend of making crossover cards playable in traditional formats. While some fans remain divided on the Universes Beyond, it has proven successful in attracting new players through familiar IPs. I think that's how McAllister got into this. Meanwhile, Tarkir Dragonstorm is set to launch on April 11th, bringing players back to the dragon-filled plane of Tarkir, I think that's right. The expansion will not include a starter kit, but commander decks featuring Tarkir's 5 factions, which will be available for pre-order at $44.99 each, or $224.99 for a bundle for all 5. Jesus. Wizards has hinted at more major crossovers coming in 2025, continuing its push into the Magic's reach beyond its traditional fantasy setting. What world might get you to play Magic the Gathering? I don't think there is one. I don't know if that's doable for me. Pokemon crossover, that would be such a weird crossover for a card game because they have a card game, and I don't even play the Pokemon card game, so I don't know if that's a valid answer, but Pokemon, that's what I'm going to say.
All right, this one says not Jonah, probably because it has a lot of big words in it, but we got new quantum computer CPU. So Microsoft has announced a significant advancement in quantum computing with the development of its Majorana, I think, 1 chip, which utilizes a new state of matter to process information. Okay, so instead of using binary bits, ones and zeros, on and off, quantum computing uses qubits, which can exist in multiple states at once, enabling them to do much more complex calculations much faster. I know quantum computing, I know IBM was really into it. I don't know if they still are, but they've kind of been quiet for years just doing quantum computing. The Majorana 1 chip is designed to improve stability and reliability of qubits, addressing a major challenge in the field. If successful, this breakthrough could accelerate the development of practical quantum computers, which have the potential to impact fields such as cryptography, material science, artificial intelligence. While quantum computing remains in its early stages, Microsoft's progress suggests a future where these systems could become commercially viable and widely used. Yeah, I know that they exist, but they're really expensive and very hard to use. So 97 Buckeye, guys, is a comment. Wait, the Helldivers 2 story that Zach read, is it possible the players could just keep being bad and losing battles, resulting in every planet being destroyed? Would that mean the game itself would have to go offline? We need to get Asmongold on this one. He and his minions could end this game at the snap of those Thanos gauntleted fingers. Also, can I get confirmation from anyone besides himself that Jonah's hair is naturally curly? I've got sources in the Louisville hair salon market that claim he's one of those alpaca boys who gets the hair permed every few weeks. So, from an outside source, I don't know. He does have a hairstylist that keeps everything on the DL. I don't know. His brother has really like straight long hair at one point. It's hard to say. Twin brother, by the way, identical. I don't know, Jonah, thoughts on this? Jonah's gonna come in. A special guest, Jonah.
I gotta lay down some facts. All right, so first, my hairstylist is my girlfriend, so that's the DL.
I didn't want to out that,
Yeah, so she's a hairstylist, so she does my hair. By cutting it, does not do anything else to it. I used one product, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, the straight hair allegations, that was because we were emo and we used to straighten our hair. So, you know what? It doesn't help my track record, but that's pretty much why.
Do you have any
So,
pictures of that?
oh yeah, no one will see those, but they're out there. All right, guys, my story time. Super competitive scene. Super Smash Bros. Has long struggled to establish a stable competitive scene with Nintendo's inconsistent support and frequent shutdowns of fan-led tournaments. However, the recent Genesis 10 event in San Jose may signal a turning point. The tournament drew top talent from around the world and showcased high-level play across both Super Smash Bros. Melee and Ultimate, proving the competitive community remains strong despite past setbacks. The event saw fierce battles, with Gonzalo Zero Barrios making a return to form in Ultimate and Zayn Nagmi continuing his dominance in Melee. Zayn, already a powerhouse in the scene, added another victory to his growing list of championships, while the Ultimate bracket featured upsets and breakout performances that kept fans on edge. With another successful major event in the books, the question remains, is Smash finally cementing itself as a mainstay in competitive gaming? While Nintendo's long-term stance of the scene is uncertain, the passion of the players and the scale of the events like Genesis 10 suggests the Smash competitive future is still very much alive. What character do you main in Smash? Ooh, this is a good one. Now, I'm not a very avid Smash player, but I did play it, whenever you have friends over and stuff like that, they bring over a Switch. I never really had like a main, but I was a big fan of Rob. I think he was pretty fun to play, and I also loved Ike.
All right, so that's it for the 230 show, guys. If you guys have any questions you want us to answer, leave a comment down below. If you have any specific news headlines you want us to cover as well, leave a comment down below. And thanks for tuning in. Join us for the next one. See y'all later. Goodbye.